Guys, this is just really, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I see you, Jet. I see you, my cousin and sister. Thank you for being patient. I set up everything, and now I come in and I cannot. I couldn't get into the. I couldn't get on at all. So here I am, guys. I am here. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Let me just find this one so I could chat with you guys comfortably. Tonight we want to talk about menopause and mental health. And I think it's a great topic to talk about. Now I see that I'm live. 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 I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. How do I turn it off? All right, guys. What's going What's going on? What's going on? All right, my people. I'm supposed to not be able to see two cameras. All right. So good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. I see that we have 5 people. I thank you for the thumbs up. It's just me, guys. This is my first one, and so I'm just asking for your forgiveness. I did set it up. Hello, Bev Brown. Welcome, my manager. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Um, I'm so sorry. I set it up so that we could enjoy, but I don't know. I tried to open the one that I had there and I couldn't open it, so I have to learn how to do that. After you put it, you schedule it, then how do I go in and to get online with it? So, but I'm here and I thank you for being patient and I thank you for jumping over and finding the new one. Um, I am here, guys. How was your day? I hope your days went well. I know one of you just came home and I know you're tired, but thank you for joining me nonetheless. Um, Bev Brown, you're able to drop your link, Bev Brown. So please drop your link. So if you haven't, those of you who have not yet gone to support Bev Brown on her channel, that you will please go over there and support her. Um, So as I promised, guys, I said Wednesday evenings at this time I'm dedicating it to a live with you guys, just to check in with you. We will have different topics to talk about. Tonight the topic that comes to mind was menopause. What is menopause? How does it affect our mental health? So I'm just hoping that we'll have a good audience tonight. But even if we don't, that those of you who come in will benefit from the information. Oh, thank you so much, Jet. You stay positive. Thank you. Regardless of the bad days, I send you love. I send you prayers. I send you strength because you're powerful. And I hope that God's healing hands will continue to massage your body and bring you back to what He hopes you to be. Um, But I'm thankful, Jet, that you chose to join me regardless of how bad your day went. My day was interesting too. I had some challenges with a couple of my kids and the words, those colorful words that they use. Oh my God. Not healthy, but you make a vow to do this kind of service. And so we continue onward, asking God for guidance. I don't know if I need to ask him for strength because it seems like when we ask for strength, the challenges come for us to show that strength. But I just ask him for guidance and just to keep me prepared day by day, just one day at a time as I go in and deal with the thing that I love to do so much. So good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Bev Brown, how did it go? Right. So, Beth Brown, what we need to do is to go to one of your videos and you're going to copy the link, Bev Brown, and bring it back and drop it in the chat. So, if we do Bev Brown, let us go back to YouTube. And if I do one of your videos, Bev Brown, you're talking about the hooping boy. So I'm going to open that one and I will copy the link. So I'm going to right click. So I'll right click on the link, Bev Brown, and I'm copying it. And then I'm going to come back to the live and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste it for you. Hey, little J wants to play. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So, Life with Bev Brown, I just dropped your link. I'm going to drop another link. Little J wants to play. Again, I'm not so tech savvy, but all right. So I'm going to go back to YouTube and I'm going to search for Little J Wants to Play. Or Little J Plays. I think it's Little J Plays. Little J. I think she'll drop the link when she comes. All right, my cousin. Sure. I am not sure I should take that title. I don't know. I just could not get to my saved thing. I just did not to navigate. So I just opened a new one. So I'm sorry guys, the next time it will be better. And so that Little J, I don't remember, I thought it says Little J Plays. But Little J, when you get back, Little J Plays. Little J Plays. Yeah. Let's get one of her videos. Did she change? No, that's not her. Little J Plays. I think I'm going to let her drop her link when she comes in because she understands it. I think she has 100 and something subscribers, so that's not her. Little J Plays. All right, but she'll drop it. But we're here, guys. We're here. There are 6 of us here. And my cousin, I know you're tired, but you decided to come with me to join me tonight as an expert. And I thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. So, guys, as we go through this, I am just letting you know that Miss Ruby is an has the nursing background, and I asked her to join so she can help me with some of the information if I need to. Now, this information I'll be offering, guys, it's not from just out of my head or out of just my experiences. It is research done, and I went on and tried to out some pieces that I think is necessary for us as we go through these things. I remembered last year when Bev Brown, or it was the year before, and Bev Brown, thanks for giving me permission to use your experience. I remember talking to Bev Brown, and Bev Brown she was depressed. She was dying with anxiety. She talked about the menopause, and it was such a burden for her. It was such a burden. It's like she was literally, as I do this research, I was seeing all those symptoms in Bev Brown. She was just going through a hard time. And she just felt like sometimes she did the videos and she would talk about the whole anxiety and she couldn't do much of anything. It's like it was crippling her, literally crippling her. She didn't want to go out. She was depressed. She was just so going through so much. And hey, charming Tracy, thank you for your support. And I remember talking to her, and after a while, it was bothering me. I was just hearing the pain in this in her as she would just refer to the things, sleepless nights. It was just too much. She's not going anywhere anymore. She just giving up. And I remember one day I said to her, Bev Brown, get up, go outside, get some sunlight, get some fresh air. You gotta get up. I said, I don't want to hear you giving up with these things because you're not the only person who has been going through it or is going through menopause. I said, get up and go out there and start doing what you need to do. Pick up your camera, go find a fruit, find something, and do your videos. And I listened to Bev Brown as she, little by little, she stopped. Little by little, she started living again. Little by little, I saw her just grab her life back and just started to become that new person. So I chose to do this. I remember talking to her, so she's not here, but I remember having a conversation with another one of our friends, and she's doing some stuff, so we don't see her much. But her body was going through the changes and she didn't even know. But things were happening to her. The mood swings, the different things were happening to her. And all of a sudden I was talking with her and I said, well, I think your body is going through now the menopausal stage. So what is menopause, we ask, right? What is menopause? And if you look, I pinned it there for us so that we understand that menopause, it's not a disease, guys. It is not a disorder. Menopause is natural. It's a good thing. And if you have reached a point, for me, I always say even to my students, like sometimes they fuss about, oh, and I said, well, if you're going through it, it means you're healthy. And you need to be thankful because it's a natural thing that happens, not only to you, but to all of us women. And so it is described as a normal period in a woman's life, which occurs 12 full months. And remember, 12 full months. I remembered when I was going through it, and I'm still going through it. It says 7 years long, but remember when I went to the doctor, and if you had like missed 3 months and your period comes back, it's not menopause yet. You have to have 12 clear months when you've never had any period for it to be considered menopause. So it's 12 full months after your last period when hot flashes and other symptoms occur to end the reproduction cycle, right? So remember, menopause means that there's no period. Your ovaries get that cleansing. There are no more eggs coming to create, to start a new life. And so the body has to shed those extra stuff that was there and just prepare your body for the next cycle of your life. So the ovaries stop producing hormones at age 40 or 50. Some people might be earlier, but it's about that. Um, and you have to stop having your periods 1 full year. If you get a period in between, you have to start, it starts all over again. The transition phase, hot flashes, sweating, wet pillows, night we're wet, your bed spot wet when you get up in the mornings. You just sweat. The heat comes on you in your face and it's just like, whoo, it's so natural. You're sitting in a space with everybody and you're the only one who gets this big flush of hotness on you. Um, Sometimes you have to change and it disrupts your sleep so much. And the disruption of your sleep creates the grumpiness. It creates, thank you. Yes. Um, in some cases, you have people who do hysterectomy. That means the ovaries are all gone, they're taken out, there's no womb. And so, yes, it will bring on, if you're even young, it will bring on menopause. So, again, because of the disruption of your sleep, we know that is not a good thing. When you don't get enough sleep, you become disoriented, you become tired, you become just irritable, right? And so this can last from different times depending on race and ethnicity between 7 and 14 years. So again, depending on who we are, um, our race, where we come from, this period of time can go from 7 years to up to 14 years. Again, during this time, um, estrogen, which is produced in the ovaries, it changes and would be different for some. And at this point, our bodies begin to use up our energy differently. We gain weight more easily, especially in the belly. I've read one research that was done. The belly and the breast, they gain a lot of weight during this time. Things change. I used to be a 36 cup until until I start going through this thing. Then I gained so much in the chest area. Um, and again, when you gain that 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 belly, it's hard to lose the weight. But as I say, you make changes in your diet, make changes in your activities, and so that one day at a time, 1 pound at a time, just to help keep your sanity. Just take your time and accept it and go through it gracefully. You're not the only one. It's not a disease. It's not a disorder. It's a natural form that women go through. And so let us not be embarrassed. Let us not feel dejected. Let us understand that it's normal. It's natural. Again, changes happen in our bone and heart health, right? Our bone and heart health. There are changes that happen there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my cousin. Um, Thank you. You're the expert. I know you'll go over this and you will drop information in for them as needed. All right. So your bone density. When you're going through menopause and you go through your doctors, remember to ask for your bone density test. Sometimes they will remember, sometimes some of them don't, because nowadays doctor's office is like a drive-through. You go in there and in 2 minutes they're writing a prescription and you're out of there. Nobody wants to listen anymore. Nobody wants to spend time anymore. They're trying to see how many people they can see within a certain time. And so gone are the days when your doctors, you go in and they sit down with a notepad and they talk to you. How are things going? And you're able to tell them, well, I'm not feeling so good here. Or, you can remember things. You can write things down to discuss with them. That hardly happens nowadays. It's a quick fix. As you go in, how are you today? And they're looking quickly, and as soon as you say, well, then, all right, I see you need more this and you need more that, boom, here's a prescription. Prescriptions doesn't fix everything. Sometimes all we need is just that moment, somebody to talk to, somebody to, a little walk, a companion to walk with somewhere. Sometimes it's just a simple thing as if you're at home and you're going, and this menopausal thing is happening, you're going through so much physical changes, so much things that are happening to you mentally. You're going through some stressful times. You're going through stuff. Sometimes a simple thing as changing, if you're with a spouse, you have the space. There's no crime in him sleeping in one room and you sleeping in the next room. The reason I say that, and it saved many marriages, is because there are times when you're not sleepy and you want to be up. You want to be reading a book. You want to maybe watch a TV show. You want to do something. You want to play your words with friends. You want to do something. And just to respect their space, you don't want to turn the light on or have the TV running when they're trying to sleep. So some of those things will save marriages. If you have the space for them to stay in one room and you sleep, you're still in the same roof, you're still companions, you're still friends. That will help your marriage last longer because they'll get their full rest and you will also get a chance to just be yourself. When you're going through the hot flashes, like my husband, he likes the heat. I like the cold. When the time comes, when when you're going through this, I have to have a fan at my bed, on my bedside table. I have to stay cool. And so even though it's winter and the furnace is on and the home is warm, I can take it. But he cannot take the cold. What am I going to do? Oh my God. No. To make peace reign and for your relationships to last, you can sleep in separate rooms where you can keep your cold air on you and he can get his warm, nice bed to sleep in. So let us think, guys, and let us not put people down if they say, oh, we sleep in separate rooms. And oh my God, it's not a bad thing. It does help marriages. So some of the things that we go through during this menopausal time, it's the anxiety. As I said, my friend Bev Brown, my manager for the soup kitchen down there in Jamaica. And if you haven't subscribed to her channel as yet, please go over and subscribe to her channel. I drop her link for her. Um, and so please support her. And thank you, Bev Brown, for allowing me to use your experiences here. My experience wasn't so hard. I think because I went out every day and I was among people and I felt some things. The forgetfulness, I did have it. The brain fog. Sometimes I'm teaching and sometimes I have to stop because I couldn't remember the term. But for me, I am not real with my students, so we make a laugh out loud moments about it. But they do happen. And you do start getting the feeling, am I getting dementia? But remember that not everything we need to make it into the bad thing. We have to understand our bodies and the changes and understand that some things do happen. And when it happens, we have to rule out certain things before we start grabbing onto the other things. So we do go through the anxiety. We get anxious. We get, it's too much. Loss of confidence. Yes. A lot of us, because we gain the weight, we lose confidence in ourselves. We don't want to be naked in front of our husbands anymore. We don't want to do certain things anymore. We don't want to go to the beach anymore because, oh, the bath suit not going to look good. But we have to just learn to embrace who we are. And as I said, if we look at it as a positive, as this is something healthy, as this is not just me going through it, it's a natural thing in any country, anywhere we go. It is natural, it's beautiful. If we look at it like that, then we're able to manage it in a better way. If we start looking down and we start getting overwhelmed and we start looking, oh, my clothes can't fit anymore, this can't fit anymore. Yeah, I had to buy a lot of new bras because 36 wasn't doing it anymore. Wasn't doing it. But I learned to look for the quality that will hold me nicely, and I go with it. And I give thanks that I'm still here and go continuing onward. The forgetfulness, I spoke about that. For me, sometimes I'd come home and Danny would make soup or Danny would make curry chicken or whatever. And I go in the kitchen. Sometimes he cooks potato and yam and I like that. And I want to heat it up without the microwave. And I would turn the fire on because I like pot soup, pot water, a little hot something before I eat. And then I forget it's there. And so the day when I showed you those pots that were so shiny and bright, do you know how many times those pots got burnt? Because I'll just forget that the thing was in there until I start smelling something, smells like something burning. And what I do, I try not to cook as often as I always do. I try to do little salads, little things that I don't need a fire under. And that's how I go. But I laugh at it because thank God, I'm not living alone and I get to it before it burns the house down. But these are things. We forget little things. But it's not that you're crazy and it's not that you're losing your mind. It's just part of the process of going through menopause. Anger and irritability. Yeah, you get irritable and the anger comes. And again, these are things that we can manage. Sometimes a simple thing, Danny might say no to something I ask him, and that just makes me get quiet because I'm looking at him like, did you have to say no? But it's what it is. There's no loud talking, there's no nothing. I just get quiet. And so again, these are just part of the process. Loss of self-esteem. I'm praying that that is one of the things that we don't get to, because when you don't think highly of yourself, when you don't put values on yourself, it's not a good thing. Keep your self-esteem intact. This menopause will cause you to go there where you don't care anymore, right? You don't care. You don't fix up your hair. You don't do anything. You just go. But please, take care of yourselves. You still be beautiful. You do what you do and keep yourselves in a good way. Feelings of sadness, even depression. Remember, for me, I came on YouTube. I do my little videos and I feel good when I have a family like you guys who watch my videos, who, cheer me along, who my members that I can talk to privately. This helps me, you know. If I had just sat home and wasn't involved in this thing, you know what? I would know how much you guys appreciate me. If I had given up, sometimes it's tiring to get to work. But I get up and I get dressed up and I go to work and somebody likes what I'm wearing, or the kids may say something nice and I say something nice back to them, and we have good conversations and it makes me feel good. So if I had given up, if we give up, we're not going to have that kind of a community around us who will appreciate us, who will say a lot of you in your comments when you will give me such good guidance, or you appreciate what I do. Whether it's a joke, whether it's a long, nice letter, that I think I remember the days when we get letters in the mail. And I look at some channels and it's just 2 words or 3 words, but you guys write me letters. You write me. You tell me what you like. I love it. And so those are things that keeps you uplifted, keeps you motivated. It helps with your concentration, The feelings of sadness and depression, it will be lifted if you have a community around you that supports you and encourages you and makes you feel good inside. So again, um, some people go in and they take hormone treatments or hormone therapy. Some take medication. And when you think of the side effects of these things, I cringe, but that's just me. To each his own. Um, but there are things that you can do to make you, to keep you grounded, to keep you in a good place, right? Give yourself time and space to take care of yourself. Again, I mentioned sleeping in separate rooms if you have the space at home. It doesn't hurt. I used to sit up in the living room for hours at night because I didn't wasn't sleepy. And because I'm playing words with friends with my sister, my other sister, my daughters, and I have my friend who, so each time the phone, they would write a word, it pings, Danny is sleeping. I have to respect that. I cannot sit there and I'm not sleepy and he's sleepy. So I would sit in the recliner and I'm sitting up, sitting up. Sometimes I get 2 hours of sleep. But it was because I was going through this thing. And when he moved to the next room and I'm in the, it was so good because I'm in bed and I'm playing. And when I get ready to sleep, I turn things off and I go to sleep. That helped me. Um, Speak to others who are going through it, as well. Let them talk to you so you know you're not alone. I was glad when Bev Brown did her video, so I was able to see them and was able to say, snap out of it, Bev Brown. No, 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 no. You're better than this. Go outside, get some fresh air, do this, do that. And didn't know I was doing her a world of good. See Bev Brown now getting in vehicles, driving for miles and hours, which Bev Brown had stopped doing. She had just home, just feeling sad and. Then the other thing, sip your tea, guys. Oh my God, sip your tea. I love my tea. I love my ginger root tea. I love my peppermint. I just love teas. Love my hot chocolate and my Milo. Read a book. Read something. Do puzzles. I buy the puzzles, the numbers, the puzzles. You fill in the numbers and they fill up. You also have Gabby, books by Gabby. I post there are videos in there where I promoted her book. You see her sometimes comment on my channel. I did her puzzles. They're good puzzles. There are places in Jamaica, and you sit there, and it keeps you. It makes me feel good because I'm looking. I didn't know this place in Jamaica. I didn't know. So it's not only a book of word searches, but it's also a learning thing for me. So do your puzzles, read your books, um, start a YouTube channel, people. You're never too old. You can have a channel that is faceless, that you can promote stuff on and just give people upliftment and good vibes. Start a channel. It gives you something to do, something to look forward to. Create a family that you can look forward to come see what they said to you or, and so forth. Walking helps. Walking helps. If you find a partner you can walk with, get up and walk. Don't sit down. When you sit in one place, everything comes down on you. Everything comes at you. But if you get up and walk, get up and move, do what you have to do, sing, dance. Remember that in all these things, if you have a relationship with Christ, it makes it a little bit easier. No, lie. I should say it makes it a lot easier. Because sometimes when things are going on, instead of sitting and suffering alone, you reach out to him, sing a song, talk to him about what's going on with you. And I'm sure he will direct you to go open a YouTube channel, my child. Go and tell others about my goodness and my mercy for you. So just find things that will help you to deal with it. It's not a death sentence, it is a natural form of preparing yourselves for the next chapter in your life, right? Our bodies, we're born as babies, we grow up, we develop, we are able to reproduce, then we go on to menopause, then we start growing now towards to become a child again. Isn't that what the Bible, the Lord tells us? Once a man, twice a child. So we get to this mid stage now when we're going back to becoming a child. And so there you go, menopause, that we need to just pause and get ourselves ready for the next chapter. So I hope whatever I had to say tonight, guys, that you benefited from it. Again, remember to like the live. Remember that I am a teacher. I did study behavioral sciences in college with a bachelor's degree. So some things I'm talking from experience. Some of it I have looked at other people have done the research and summarize some things from that. But just know that you're not alone in this, and it's okay that you're feeling how you're feeling. What is not okay is that you struggle alone. You don't have to struggle alone. You can get up and you can get support. Get up and get your support. So I know there are questions I couldn't respond to while I was doing this because I did do some writing. And this is my notebook that I put stuff in when I have a topic and I do a research. I like to jot things down. So I didn't get to really look at that, but just know that I will respond to questions. Yeah, but Bev Brown, look at you now, Bev Brown. You know, this is what I say to people. Look at, Bev Brown had a channel. It was there, and she, and we started working together, and she started growing. She grew, and she has grown over the time. And as I said, it's just about finding the right people who will take a moment to even have a conversation. I'm a long winded person. I think when menopause started, and because I usually just go to work and come home. I'm not a street person. I'm a mother. And that stayed in me where I want to make sure the kids have eaten and they're okay. So I never got into the outside things. And so now that I'm older, they're shocked that I have the channel. They're shocked that I'm doing the things that I'm doing, but I feel good. I feel great. And yes, I have the weight, but you know what? It's what it is. And I can see the difference. I can see the changes. So just uplift somebody, man. If you know people going through the thing, they complain, oh, snap them out of it because there's so much more going on around them. There's so much more to be thankful for. They're here. They have life. If you have life, you have you have the best thing already. And so if you have life, then there's hope. There's hope for better. There's hope for good things. And so as we go forth and we're going through, ask questions, talk to people who know you, go to the doctor or the nurse or somebody who will listen. You have people who go to your church and they're in these professional fields. Get information, guys. Information is good. And so that you can live. Menopause doesn't mean it's a death sentence. You can live. Just live. And as I say, I take nothing. I don't. I just get up, drink a lot of water. I do my walking when I can. I do a lot of walking at work. So now I'm not out there walking on the street with my friend, but I do a lot of walking at work. And I just drink my water, sing a song, whistle a tune. The best thing for me sometimes is when I'm at my desk grading papers, the kids are working, and I just start singing. And everybody's quiet because, oh, you sing so nicely. I don't, I feel good. I don't care if people say, oh, you have to, no, I feel good to know that these kids appreciate me, whether or not, because it makes you feel good inside. So I like when they appreciate that. And one little girl today, she saw me and she said, I saw the video you did last night. I know you have a live waiting. And I'm like, you're still watching? She said, yes, Miss Summer Black. Because she and I share birthdays. And she's now up in the eighth grade. 2 years I had her. And she's watching the videos, and it makes me feel good that she remembered, she knew what was on my thing for today. So it makes you feel good. So thanks, guys, for coming in and for supporting. That's how it works, my manager. That's how it works. We never know the reason why God put us together with people. We never know why. But you know what? As days go by and you see the beauty and the blessings, and you say God always knows best. You don't know people from Adams, but you come together and you become like sisters, like more than sisters. And it is so real, it is so naturally real. And so I say, let us just appreciate the things, and as we go through and these things happen to us, then we understand that. Reach out and ask somebody. Reach out and get some support. Reach out. It's not going to cost you much, I hope. Just reach out so you're not struggling alone. So I know Miss Ruby came on as an expert in this field. As I said, she has a nursing background. Um, and so remember to make sure you get your checkups as much as you can. Remember sometimes, not sometimes, but get second opinions when you go to your doctors and they tell you, oh my God, this, don't start stressing, but get second opinions if you can afford it. Go out there and get some second opinions. A lot of things our bodies go through is because of this stress. This stress. Sometimes you go to the doctors, I hear people say, doctor can't find nothing wrong with me. So right now, so them start thinking, oh, somebody opiate them. But when you're stressed out, stress is not a nice thing. So if we can avoid the stressfulness, if we can just find contentment instead of worrying about this that you don't have and that and all of that, then you know what? Sometimes it will relieve some things. When I tore the ligament in my knee and I went to the doctor, the first thing they said was, oh, arthritis. Oh my God. Why? Because I had the weight. I was struggling with the pain in my knee. And all they saw was overweight, pain in the knee. It has to be arthritis. Lo and behold, it's a good thing I had a good insurance that I could call and said, I need an MRI for my knee. It's a good thing I didn't start taking medication from something that I didn't even have. And when they approved it the next day and I went in and he did the surgery, like within, I think, 2 weeks, they prepared me for surgery. And when he went in my knee, you look at the pictures, my knee was clean. He says, oh, there's no arthritis in your knee is clean. Now, if I was a weak, if I didn't speak up, I would be on this medication, messing up my liver, messing up my kidneys. For what? So thank God, guys, you ask questions, open your mouths, please. Don't just take what they tell you. Because when you look at the pictures in my knee, they were so pretty. I still had cartilage in my knee. It was nice. And he said, oh, your knees clean. They look at you and they sum you up and they just... So thank you guys for joining tonight. I so appreciate you guys. I hope something that I've said made sense to you and will be beneficial to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting as we continue onward and upward. Be good to yourselves, love yourselves regardless of, and go forth knowing that God cares for each and every one. So if you can't be good, be careful, walk good, live good, do good. Love others as you love yourselves. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. I should thank those who came, right? I'm sorry. Miss Tracy, I see you. I'm sorry. I was saying good night. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Oh, thank you, Miss Peaches. Thank you so much for dropping in. Little J, play. Little J, did you drop your link? Oh, thank you, Little J. I so love and appreciate you, my niece. Thank you. Yes. Bev Brown, I see you. Thank you so much. I see laughter. It's a Miss Bev. Panic attack would kill me. Yeah, I remember Bev Brown. I remembered well. I had to jerk you out of that, Bev Brown. Wow, Miss Tracy, you stayed, and I know tonight I think you have church or something. Miss Ruby, my cousin, you came on. Tiana Roberts, my student, was here. Thank you, guys. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Jet. Oh my God, my friend Jet. Please let me know when you get your shirts, Jet. They're in the mail. You should get them by Friday or tomorrow, I hope. Yeah, Little J Plays. Please go over, guys, and support Little J Plays. I see her channel is growing. Please, please go over and support her. Um, yeah, Bev Brown, thank you. Thank you, guys. Love and appreciate you so much. Have a great night. And remember, the word is love. Yeah, please, guys, go over and support Jet. Step over to Little J Plays Jet and tell her Miss Bev sent you. Life with Bev Brown. Please do the same, Miss Tracy. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Please go over and support her, Miss Tracy. And Miss Ruby, when you come back to this, please. I know that I thought I saw Ernestine was in here for a quick minute. Probably was on the other channel, on the other. I have to learn how to follow through with this. Yes, so please go over and support them, guys. These are people who have supported me forever and ever. Amen. So please support them, help them grow, help them grow. So, love, I say. Yes, Jet, shoot me an email when you get your shirts. I messed up with the color, but it's the love that comes with the shirts that counts, Jet. Thanks for your support, guys. And we're going to have an update on the soup kitchen, even though I said goodbye already. We're going to have, oh, Ernestine, you're still here. Love to you, Ernestine. And you know who else to send love to, Ernestine? Love, love, love to Leeds, UK. All of you over there, please send them love from Miss Bev to them. And you get a nice update on the soup kitchen, guys. I'm waiting for Monday to give you a nice surprise. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and just guys, just say whatever it is for the soup kitchen, God, please, your will be done. So much thanks to you, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much for intervening. And hopefully when Bev Brown sends us a video, it's going to show that dreams come true and prayers are answered. But nothing yet, guys. I'm gonna keep that a secret for now till we see how things work out on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, maybe by Tuesday, we're going to have some good news for you guys. So thanks for all your support, guys, in every way, shape, and form. Thank you. I know it's my sister's bedtime in the UK, but thank you for being here with me. I am grateful to you all. So I'm going to say good night now, and please rest well and take good care of yourselves. Thanks again for your support. Good night. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. All right. Well, I know you'll watch the video, sis. I know you're going to watch it. And there's something you're going to tell Miss Bev. I know you're going to watch it. Thank you, Jed, for love. Thank you. Thank you, Bev Brown, my manager. Thank you. Thank you for letting me use our time together when you were going through your stuff. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. So love to Sister Tess, love to My niece and my little grandniece over there in the UK, and love to you, sis. Take care of yourself and just say love to all of them for me and be good. Bye.